Darkness Reborn is the 18th and penultimate chapter in Ninja Gaiden 4. The chapter begins with an interesting cutscene. After that, Ryu Hayabusa finds himself in the present. The journey into the past is over, and all that remains is to move forward. There is nothing interesting at the beginning of the chapter. You will quickly defeat your enemies and eventually come to an elevator. It is a large round platform that will start moving upward when you step on it. When the elevator stops, you will see Muramasa's shrine nearby. Approach it to replenish your supplies. Next, I will skip the usual battles with enemies. At this stage, you will no longer be surprised by enemies and small skirmishes. Take a close look at the room we have just run into. There are several enemies here. After defeating them, don't rush to go up the stairs. Notice the thin partition on the left. You need to go through it into the next room. This is where you will see the Purgatory Gate. If you don't want to miss this challenge, I will tell you what awaits you inside. In total, you have to survive 4 waves of enemies in this challenge. Of course, each subsequent wave will be more difficult for you. The first wave begins with you having to destroy Tsukumo fish as quickly as possible. This is a very unpleasant enemy that must be removed from the battlefield as quickly as possible. Next, there will be ordinary enemies without any particular difficulties, so do your usual work before the second wave begins. In the second wave, you will see even more difficult enemies, including Vangelfs. Use Ninpo and move as quickly as possible to avoid damage from these opponents. The third wave is a test of endurance. Your battle is not over. You need to keep moving, make quick decisions, and actively use all the skills you use most often. There are many enemies. Some are easier, but some are very difficult. And keep in mind that this isn't the last wave. In the fourth wave, you'll have only one enemy, and that's the boss Kagachi. An unexpected twist. Yakumo has already dealt with this opponent, and now it's Ryu Hayabusa's turn. Although it's a rather strange turn of events, I thought these two were working together. Well, all you need is victory, so fight aggressively and Kagachi will have no chance of defeating you. In this trial, he only has 1 health bar, so you can handle him without any problems. Now go back to the previous room and climb the stairs. You will see a small corridor with several enemies at the end. After defeating the enemies, find the first chest in this chapter. Here, you will receive the Reflect skill for Gleam Form. There are 3 chests in this chapter. Not many, but all 3 are very important to obtain, so don't miss them. Next is a difficult spot where, to be honest, I got stuck for a long time. You need to run along 3 walls in turn. Each time you change walls, you need to change the camera angle. This is the only way you can get through this difficult section. After that, climb up the narrow tunnel using the flying bird flip. Run into the room ahead to the double doors. These doors will open when you reach them, and you will find yourself in a location where you will have a large-scale battle with enemies. There will be many enemies, and some of them will be difficult for you. Prepare for a long battle. After you defeat everyone, you need to find the second chest. It will be to the left of the entrance. The chest contains the Focus God's Orb trinket. The third chest is located in the same area, but on the other side of the bridge. You can see the chest from afar. Run to the chest. As soon as you approach it, a new group of enemies will appear, which you must defeat. I hope you're not tired of fighting yet. This is the last chest in this chapter, and it contains Lives of the 1,000 Gods. When you open the chest, your health level will increase. Next, you will see a narrow tunnel leading upward. This is where you need to use the flying bird flip skill to climb up. At the top, find the double gates and enter the next room. Here, you will encounter another small group of enemies, which you can quickly defeat. Next, you need to go through the double doors again to get to the room with a Muramasa's shrine. Stock up before battling a new boss you haven't seen in this game yet. Go ahead and fight the boss. You will see a strange creature. This is Totyos. This creature has a huge mouth in the middle of its torso. Of course, a huge tongue will attack you from this mouth. By the way, this creature also has hands, which it will also use to attack. In fact, this is a rather unpleasant and unexpectedly difficult fight. The creature moves very quickly, and the start of its attack is very short. Sometimes you only notice that the creature is attacking you after you have already taken some damage. As always, Ninpo and ultimate attacks come to your aid. In this battle, you can successfully use perfect parries to stun your opponent and deal even more damage at that moment. The boss has 2 health bars, so you can expect 2 phases of combat. In the second phase, the enemy often grows a large number of spikes and attacks even more frantically and ferociously. Try to save your ultimate ability for the second phase of the battle, because here you need to deal a lot of damage in a short period of time, as the battle is really difficult in this phase. I decided to focus less on defense and put everything I had into attack in order to end the fight as aggressively and quickly as possible. Despite the obvious difficulty, this fight can be completed successfully on the first try if you act wisely and use your resources wisely, and if necessary, additional reinforcements. That's all you'll encounter in this chapter in terms of active actions. Next, you'll see the final scene where Ryu Hayabusa meets Sayori, who explains what's going on and why they freed the Dark Dragon. In fact, Sayori believes that Yakumo is the only one who can finally destroy this dragon. She asks for his help. She has the Jewel of the Dark Dragon and asks him to give it to Yakumo, but only on the condition that he considers him worthy. And so, a very interesting and intense final chapter of this game awaits you.
The Jewel of the Dark Dragon.
Now, I would like to ask you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you found it useful. I also recommend watching other videos on Ninja Gaiden 4, where I explain all the key points of each chapter in detail. See you in the next video, and take care, my friend.